Welcome back. Past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous is the same as past perfect, very rarely used in spoken language and mostly in written English. And technically, it is the same as present perfect continuous, but in the past. Right? And do you guys remember what present perfect continuous is? Present perfect continuous is the action that started somewhere in the past, continued up until the present moment, just finish it, recently finish it, or finish it shortly before another event or action in the present, right? Or action started somewhere in the past and continued up until the present moment and still happening, still going on. Like for example, I've been living in this town for 15 years, means that I started living here 15 years ago and I'm still living here, all right? And past perfect, in the past, the same but in the past. Action started somewhere in the past, continued up until another point in the past, all right? Or started in the past, continued and finished it up until before another point in the past, all right? Finish it. Or action started somewhere in the past, continued, all right, and just went on beyond another point in the past, or just went on and continued, kept going in the past, all right? Like present perfect continuous. We just went on, just continued in the past, and we don't know exactly when it finished. It just went on, just continued, okay? Kept going. All right, and before we start, guys, I'd like to have a little memory update, where to have a little overview about English verb forms. Do you remember when last time in my previous lesson I told you that we were going to have all 4 perfect verb forms? I'd like to have a little correction here. So actually there are not 4 but 6 perfect verb forms in English language, right? So before that, there are basically 3 tenses in any language of the world, right? And what is inside these tenses that differs or distinguishes those languages, right? So English language has 4 verb forms in each of these tenses. Okay, remember? Present. Okay, 3 tenses, right? Present, past, and the future. 3 main basic tenses in any language of the world, right? And what is inside this differs all of those languages. So English language has 4 verb forms in each of these tenses. First, present. Present simple, remember? Present simple, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous, okay? So past. Past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous, right? Here. And future. Future simple, remember? I will do something. Future continuous, I will be doing something. Future perfect, I will have done something. And future perfect continuous, I will have been doing something. Wow, very, very complicated, right? So, in total, there are 12 verb forms in English language, 12, and 6 of them are related to perfect time. Okay? We're already familiar with 4 of them, present perfect continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous here. And the remaining 2, future perfect and future perfect continuous, we'll talk about them another time. All right? Okay, so let's get back to past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous. Auxiliary verb had, and then been, third form of the verb, okay? Be was been, had been, and plus reading. What is reading is a present participle. What is present participle? It's a present participle. It's a basic verb and an ing in the end. Okay, reading. That's a present participle. All right. I had been reading. Affirmative. Had I been reading? Question. I had not been reading. Negative. And these are words and expressions that we use with past perfect, and this is identical. The same with the present perfect continuous. The same words and expressions. For all day meaning it can go with anything. All day, all months, all week, all year, okay? The same meaning. All my life. Since, how long, question, how long. And when and before. These 2 words are basically the same. They mean the same here in past perfect continuous, right? And then these words are not used in present perfect continuous because this tense is about past tense, right? Past. So when and before they kind of they stop the past perfect continuous in the past, okay? They kind of stop. Action had been going on and stopped, okay? Before another action or when another action happened in the past, okay? They kind of stop the action in the past and let another action happen in the past. All right, but we will see it in the examples. All right. So I met Anna in Madrid last year. She said she had been studying there for 3 years. All right. She met her friend in Madrid and she said that she had been studying there for 3 years. Okay. The duration of time, how long? For 3 years. For 3 years. It means that when she met her, she had been there already for 3 years. It means that she started studying there 3 years ago and she continued studying. She kept studying, okay? And we don't have any information when it stopped, okay? Because we don't have here when and before. So it means that action started somewhere in the past and she just continued studying. She continued studying, okay? Continued studying. All right. So guys, let me give you just briefly. Let me walk you through the phrase or expression like for. Okay, time expression like for 3 years, for 5, for 10 years, doesn't matter. Okay, some of you may have a complete understanding of this expression, but I'm sure that you understand. But some of you maybe don't. So I'm just going to just give you a quick reminder or overview about this memory update, okay? About this expression, this time phrase. So for 3 years, for 5, for 2 years, it doesn't matter, okay? Let's say that for 3 years. For 3 years means that something started 3 years ago, okay? 3 years ago, and it is almost in the middle of it, or almost, it's in the middle of it, or almost in the end. Almost in the end, but not in the end. In the middle, or almost finish it 3 years, right? But not, or almost finish it, but not finish it. If it is finish it, it means the specific time and it's a simple past, right? Then remember these guys, that any perfect tense, present perfect, perfect into any perfect tense is all about unfinished time. Action can be finished, but time never. Any time expression in any all month, all week, for in perfect tense means that this time is not finished. Remember that, okay? Action can be finished, but not the time. So these 3 years, maybe they are these 3 years in the middle or almost finished, but never finished. All right? So she had been studying there for 3 years. She had been studying for 3 years. So we don't know when it finishes. She just kept going. She kept studying there. All right. He passed the test successfully because. To check it out, let's check it out with present perfect continuous. Okay, I decided to do that to make it more clear for you, right? So for 3 years means that like for example, what are you doing here? I'm studying here. What are you doing here? I'm studying here. Really? Yeah, I've been studying here for 3 years. Means that she started studying here 3 years ago, and she's still studying here. Okay, so the same, but in the past. So she kept studying in the past. He passed the test successfully because he had been preparing for it all months. Okay, this present perfect and the past perfect expression here, all months, all week, all year, the same. All months. It means that all months means that he started preparing for this task at the beginning of the months, okay, and he continued doing that, okay, up until exams started, okay. He continued doing that and finished it when the exams started, okay. So action finished it, but not the months. Months are not finished, but action finished it, okay. Started at the beginning of the months, continued up until exams started, okay. He stopped continuing, preparing for the exams when exams started, all right. Okay. She had watery eyes because she had been watching a drama movie. All right. So, do you see that there is no any time and words and time, words and expressions. Okay, like here. So there is no any words, time and words expressions here. So sometimes we do not want to say how long the action had been going on, or we do not want to show the duration of time, right? We just want to show that some action was the reason, was the cause of another action's results or consequences, all right? Something like that. some kind of a cause and effect relationships. Okay, cause the reason and effect the result. Okay, some action was the cause for the another action's effect result. Right, something caused for another action's result and effect. All right. So here it means that she had watery eyes. That's the result and that's the effect. And she had been watching a drama movie. That's the cause and that's the reason. Okay, for her watery eyes. It means that she had been watching a drama movie. It means that she just finished it or recently finished it watching a drama movie, and just finished it or recently finished it. Okay, and she had this effect or these results like watery eyes in her eyes. All right. Okay. Or another example. He was tired because he had been working. Okay, he had been working, so he was tired. That's the result. That's the effect. And he had been working. That's the cause and that's the reason. Okay, it means that he had been working, and he just finished it or recently finished it. Okay, and he was tired, and that's the effect and that's the result of that previous action. All right, result and the effect. He is being tired. All right. So and to make it clear, to make it more clear for you guys, let's check it out with present perfect continuous. Okay, like for example, oh my God, what happened to you? You have watery eyes. What happened? No, that's no problem. I've been watching a drama movie. Okay, I've been watching a drama movie. It means that I just recently finished it or just finished it watching a drama movie, and I still have this effect, this result like watery eyes. Okay, so watching drama movie was the cause and was the reason, and my watery eyes is the result and effect of that action. Okay, or like for example, oh my God, look at yourself. What happened? It's a present perfect continuous example. What happened to you? You look exhausted. Yeah, don't ask, man. I can't move my body. I've been lifting weights. Okay, I've been lifting weights. Means that he just finished it or recently finished it lifting weights. Okay, lifting weights, and he cannot. He still has this effect. This result, like he cannot move his body. He cannot move his body is the result and the effect. And he has been lifting weights. That's the cause and that's the reason that caused this effect. Right? Understand? I hope that makes sense for you guys. But basically, that's easy. I mean, if you just listen carefully, and you can say that, you can use that in your daily life. Okay? How long had you been waiting for her when she called and canceled the meeting? All right. So actually, he started waiting for her. And he had been waiting for her for some period of time, and then he stopped waiting when she called and canceled the meeting. Okay, when and before here, as I mentioned before, they stop the action. They stop the past perfect continuous action in the past. They stop it and let another action happen in the past. Okay, so past perfect continuous that's had been going on and stopped here when she called and canceled the meeting. When stops the action. Okay, and you have to reply basically to that question. So it asks how long, means it's asking about duration of time, how long the action had been. Okay, duration, the amount of time, and you have to reply with for and since, guys. Remember that. Don't forget that. For and since. So you reply that. I had been waiting for her for 2 hours when she called and canceled the meeting. Okay, or I had been waiting for her since 2 o'clock when she called and canceled the meeting. All right? He ended up in jail because he hadn't been living a decent life. All right? The same cause and effect relationships. Cause, reason and consequence, reason and result, like here, right? So no any duration of time, no duration of time, how long the action had been going, just the cause and effect. So he ended up in jail. That's the result. That's the effect. And he hadn't been living a decent life. That's the cause and that's the reason of this result and of this effect. Okay. So it means that he started. living a not good, indecent life, someone in the past, and he continued doing that, okay, continued doing it and stopped doing that when he ended up in jail, okay, ended up in jail. All right. This conflict had been going on since 2010, before it ended in 2020, right? That's a very good example of past perfect continuous. So since 2010, so this conflict had been going on. Since 2010 means that it started in 2010. It started in 2010, okay, had been going on, okay, and ended in 2020. Or, so you see here, before and when, they basically mean the same. They stop the action, okay, in the past. They stop the action in the past. So conflict had been going on since 2010, okay, and it ended, or before it ended in 2010. Had been going on, okay, had been going on before it ended in 2020, right? I was waiting for a bus when a man came up to me and said that he had been waiting for 40 minutes, right? So he had been for 40 minutes. So this is the same as the first sentence is about the second description of past perfect. Do you remember second description that action started someone in the past and just continued in the past, okay? Kept going, didn't finish. We don't know when it finished, okay? So here, this is the same example. We only see here the duration of time. How long? For 40 minutes. For 40 minutes he had been waiting. So it means that he started waiting 40 minutes ago, alright, and he continued waiting, alright? He continued waiting, and we don't know when it finishes. He just kept waiting. He just kept waiting, okay? Kept waiting. So we just 40 minutes. We only know that the duration of time for 40 minutes, and we don't know when it finished. We don't know when finally the bus came and they get on the bus. So guys, to summarize, we have three main ways or rules to apply past perfect continuous. First one, action started someone in the past, continued up until another point in the past, or action started someone in the past and continued and finished it before another point in the past. And the second one, action started someone in the past and just continued and went on beyond another point in the past, all right? Just went on, and we don't know when exactly it finished. And the third one is a cause and effect relationship. Some action was the cause and the reason for the another action's result and effect. Alright? So guys, and just briefly, I'd like to have your attention here to highlight the main differences between past perfect continuous, past continuous, and past perfect continuous. So, and difference between past perfect and past perfect continuous is identical, is the same as the difference between present perfect and present perfect continuous. And I have that lesson on my channel. Please watch it when you have time. So there are three main differences between them. So, first, do not say in past perfect continuous. Do not say how much, how many, and how many times. Right? Do not use an exact time or exact quantity of number of something in past perfect continuous. Alright? So let's see the examples. I had watched that movie 3 times before I decided to watch it again. How many times? 3 times. How many times? Exact number. I had been watching that movie for 3 hours before I decided to go to bed. Alright? So for 3 hours, that's the not specific and finished time. Remember, that's the time. That's the time expression that emphasizes the duration of time and not finish at a specific time. Duration of time. That is why we use it here, right? In past perfect continuous for 3 hours, and not I had been watching that movie 3 times before I decided to go to bed. No, that's not correct. Okay. I had passed 3 difficult tests when they finally offered me that job. 3 difficult tasks. How many tests? Exact number. How many tests? 3 difficult tests. I had been passing different kinds of tests when they finally offered me the job. Different kinds of tests, right? So you can use anything except exact number or exact quantity of something. All right? Okay then. the difference between past continuous and past perfect continuous. And that's very confusing because both of these word tenses are in the past, and both of them are continuous. So, past perfect continuous, guys, and the present perfect continuous, guys, both of them emphasizes the duration of time. Remember that some action started at some point in the past and continued up until another point in the past, right? It emphasizes the duration of time, okay? From that point until that point, this line, okay, duration of time. And past continuous, guys, past emphasizes only that action was happening right at that moment, right? Action was in process, all right? Imagine yourself a circle, and here is the line, and here, past continuous, is the circle. Action was happening right at that moment, was in process, all right? Okay, I was swimming when John called me, okay? I was in the process of swimming, and we're not interested in how long and since when, just we were in the process of swimming when John called me, when John called us, okay? I have been swimming since 8 a.m. when John called me. Since 8 a.m. We emphasize the duration of time. Or you can say, I have been swimming for 3 hours when John called me. Okay, here we emphasize the duration of time. Duration of time, right? Not, I had been swimming, okay. That's the duration of time. I had been swimming since 8 a.m. when John called me. Alright? She was watching a drama movie when she started to cry. She was watching a drama movie when she started to cry. She was in the process of watching a movie, and she was in the process, right? And then suddenly started to cry, right? So we're not interested in how long it actually had been going on. And here, she had been watching a drama movie for 40 minutes, okay? Or maybe since 2 o'clock. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's up to you which one to use. For 40 minutes, when she started to cry. For 40 minutes, okay? It emphasizes the duration of time. For 40 minutes. And here, just only the process. Alright? So guys, it's basically it's up to you which way to use. As I mentioned before, past perfect continuous is more written style, okay? Verb tense. And we would rather use in our daily lives the past continuous, okay? To talk about past action and process. All right. So, and these are three words that do not are the same in both in past perfect and past perfect continuous. So we can say I had been working, no difference. I had worked, I had been studying, I had studied, I had been living, and I had lived. So in here, this two main verbs that we do not use ing. No ing with the no and have. Not I had been knowing, I had been having. No, I had known and I had had. Alright? So, and I have full and detailed list of all non-continuous verbs, guys. Words that do not contain ing in the end. In my present perfect continuous lesson. Alright? So, that's it for now. I hope it was interesting and helpful. Okay? So, do not forget to subscribe, leave your comments, stay safe, and bye for now.